Hi, it's Patti here with the yoga cool down. You can use this at the end of your yoga practice or after you've exercised in any way and need to cool down, or just on its own is fine. So this is a lying down practice. So you can have, optional prop is a mat and a blanket. You just may want something to cushion your spine because we'll be lying on our backs. Okay, so lie down. Make sure you are even on your mat, symmetrical. So you can just lift your head and make sure your nose and chin are in line with the midline of your body. Take a couple of breaths here, just relax. Inhale, exhale on your own timing. Okay, bring your right knee in close, or one knee in close to your chest. Hold your shins or hold it under your thigh, the back of your thigh. Inhale, exhale, lift your head and bring your knee and head toward each other. And then release down. Inhale, exhale, tuck your chin, lift your head towards your knee. Exhale and release down. One more time. Inhale, exhale, lift the head towards the chin. And release down. And remember, you can pause your tape anytime and slow it down, do more in any pose you want to. You're now going to just hold that right leg with your right hand, and you're going to take that bent knee out to the side. And then bring it back to the center. Opposite hand is going to hold that leg. Keep your opposite shoulder blade down because it's a little twist. Take that knee across the midline. Don't do anything that's uncomfortable for you to do or your favorite healthcare practitioner told you not to do. And let's do that 2 more times. So knee out to the side, back in and across the body, as little or as much. You want to get a nice hip stretch, outer thigh stretch. TFL, tensor fasciolata. Bring the knee in one more time. It's good for the hip joints. Loosen them up. Okay, release the leg down. Bend your other leg. Bring it in. Inhale, exhale, shin to knee, or forehead to knee. Release the head down. Inhale, exhale, forehead to knee. Relax your shoulders and release down. Inhale, exhale, forehead to knee. Relax your shoulders, relax your neck, and release your head down. Just hold that leg with the same arm. It can be under the thigh or around the shin. Take the knee out to the side, bring it back in, and then across your body. And then back in 2 more times, knee out to the side. Let your upper back rest, because it's a twist. Your hip can roll off as much as you want. And then back in. And then 1 more time. And leg across. Bring both legs in. You can hold under the thighs or you can hold the shins, but keep the neck and shoulders relaxed. Breathe in. Exhale, tuck the chin and lift your head towards the knees. It's okay if the knees are apart. And then roll back down. Inhale, exhale, raise your head. And uncurl. So it's a coiling motion or a curling motion. Inhale, exhale, tuck the chin, lift the head towards the knees, and then slowly roll back down. Take your arms out to the side, press both shoulder blades down. You can glue your knees together, but it is okay if the legs are apart. Tip your knees to one side, keeping the shoulder blades down. And then knees close to your chest as you roll back to your back. Press both shoulder blades down as you tip your knees to the other side. And then roll back down. So now you're massaging your back side to side. Exhale to the first side. Push the bottom leg into the top to roll back. Press the shoulder blades. Tip the knees to the side, the other side. Push the bottom leg into the top to roll back. Press the shoulder blades down. Last time, knees close to the chest as you tip those knees toward your upper arm. Pull the knees in as you roll back. Exhale, tip the knees to the side. And then press into the top leg to roll back. Okay, hug your legs for a moment, and this will lengthen the low back, and it's very nice to do for the lengthening the low back if you've got a shortened low back. It's also very grounding. If you're feeling too scattered or spacey, you have your body a lot of contact with the ground, so it's very grounding. Open your knees out, bring the soles of your feet together. You can bring your elbows to the ground and support your outer leg, or you can hold your shins or hold your feet. This is one variation of Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined bound angle pose. You press your heels together and you move your knees away from your face. Dead bug pose. I do not know how to say that in Sanskrit, so I'll just say dead bug. You can separate your feet now. Your shins close to vertical and your knees, driving your knees down towards the ground. You can, if you can't reach your feet, that's okay. You can just use your elbows on the ground and your hands to support those legs. So when you support the legs, it allows those inner leg muscles to relax more, so they will lengthen more, stretch more. Okay? And then the next pose, happy baby. You can just extend the legs as much as you can. You can keep your arms, your hands supporting your legs. If you want to, you can hold your big toes with your index and middle finger and then wrap the thumb around. This is happy baby. And like I said, you can be here. Everybody, let's bring our hands to our outer legs so we can bend our knees, bring the soles of our feet back together, and then those hands can help you lower your feet to the ground. And I'm in yet another variation of Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined bound angle pose. So the soles of my feet together, the outer edges of my feet are resting on the ground. And I've got my arms rolled out so that I keep an openness across my sternum. Okay, bring your knees back together, bring them close to your body, and either you can roll to your side and roll up, or you can even roll straight up through the middle, and we will move our props to the wall. Right, I have my mat and blanket and block at the wall. And if you don't have wall space, maybe a door that no one's going to walk through you could use. And of course, if you don't have a mat or blanket, just make sure that your spine has enough padding. If you don't have a block, you might want to use a stack of books or something else you have around the house. So we're going to go legs up the wall for the first pose. Get in sideways as close to the wall as you can. Lean back, prop yourself up on your elbows. Swivel yourself around and bring your legs up the wall. If your hips are not all the way to the wall, don't worry about it. Just enjoy this wonderful pose. You could be here for 20 minutes if you want. And so just remember, you can pause the video whenever you want to, because I'm going to show you a number of poses, so I want to go a little faster. Bend your knees slightly. And it's important to have enough padding under your spine so you don't hurt your spine, but it's also important to not turn your head as you start lifting your hips. So pull your navel in, tuck your tailbone, roll your hips off the ground, then your waist, then your ribs, 1 inch at a time or 1 vertebra at a time, and go as high up as you are comfortable. You're on the center of the back of your skull, and then slowly roll yourself down. It's like giving yourself a nice back massage all the way down. And then tuck the tailbone, lift the hips. We're going to do 2 more times, rolling up. And then rolling back down. Go in your own timing. If I'm going too fast, you can go more slowly. Tuck the tailbone, hips, 1 inch at a time or 1 vertebra at a time. You roll up your back and roll back down. Is everybody okay? Bend your knees a little more for Supta Pavanmuktasana, reclined wind releasing pose. It's called that because your thighs are pressing onto your, they may not be touching, but they're still pressing onto your ascending and descending colon. Open your knees wide, bring the soles of your feet together and rest the outer edges of your feet on your wall. Another version of reclined bound angle pose. Just be relaxed here. Be relaxed and breathing easy in every pose. So, for added excitement, you can take your right hand to your right leg, press it to the wall, hold it there, and then the left hand can gently press the left leg towards the wall. Release slowly. Then repeat, left leg to the wall, and then gently push the right leg closer to the wall. Doesn't have to go all the way. And then release. Keep your left leg in Baddha Konasana. Make a fist, a nice soft fist with your right hand. Place it under your right thigh and stretch your right leg. That's to support your right leg so you don't feel like you're going to pull an inner thigh muscle. If your leg doesn't want to go down that low, that's when your block or your books come into play. You can support a leg with the block. Let's reverse it to the other side. So go ahead and bend your right leg in, relax here. You can wobble your knees a little bit and then make a fist and stretch that left leg out to the side. If that's not enough support, then you can take a block under your leg or books or something else you might have. If this is all too big of a stretch, you can do more. It's almost like dead bug. You can just have your knees bent with your feet and legs wide. It's kind of like what some people call goddess pose. But I like it. It's a nice, good stretch. All right, use your strong hands to bring the legs in. The reason you want to use your hands and arm strength to bring the legs in is because we've been stretching these inner thigh muscles and we don't want to ask them to suddenly contract. Stretch the legs up the wall once more. Take your right leg, bend the knee, turn the leg out, cross the ankle over the thigh just above the knee. Over the right ankle, over the left thigh, just above the knee. The outer ankle bone is to the outside of the leg. And then you can flop that knee a little bit. This is a stretch for the outer hip, outer thigh. So you use your own judgment how much you want to bend your left leg. So you might just stay with it straight. That might be a good stretch for you. Or you can bend that left leg, bring the foot to the wall as much or as little as you want. If I bend it so much, my tailbone rolls off the ground. That's really okay too. because then I have to try to press the sacrum down to the ground. I think I'm going to find a better spot for me right now and move that left foot up the wall. And this is one of my favorite stretches for the outer hip and outer thigh tensor fascia lata. Okay, straighten your left leg. Bring your right leg to the wall, and we'll do it on the other side. Flop that knee a little bit, and then bend your right knee. And this is a different leg. That left leg may need to bend more on this side or less on this side. So find that nice stretch that lures your willingness to stay here and breathe and enjoy that stretch. Our breath is feeding the stretch. It literally, when we breathe in, that oxygen eventually gets through to the tiny little blood vessels and into every cell in our body through our bloodstream, capillaries. Extend your right leg back up. Extend your left leg on the wall. Stay here as long as you want. You may want to lie flat. When you're through with that, you can scoot back or roll back and enjoy a short or long Savasana corpse pose. And I'll leave you here. Thanks for joining me today. Have a wonderful day. Namaste. And hope to see you in another video. Thank you. Bye-bye.